So the East Coast is just getting pounded right now.
I am issuing a state of an emergency for New York City based on the weather conditions. And I want to say to all New Yorkers, this is time for heightened alertness and extreme caution.
And in places like Charleston and New York City, folks are feeling the brunt of the pain, left to deal with the aftermath in the wake of Mother Nature's destruction. New York City mayor issues travel advisory over expected heavy rains and flooding. And you all remember the last time NYC flooded. It wasn't too long ago, and it was such a terrible event. And I can only imagine what people went through living through that. And just hours ago, the NWS National Weather Service issued warnings and alerts ahead of dangerous flash flooding and coastal flooding across much of Charleston County, including downtown Charleston, and cautioned everyone to avoid the dangerous roadways with massive concern of the rising tide level in the Charleston harbor. State of emergency declared in North Carolina. According to the information shared by some of the subscribers to my channel, the town of Belhaven is under a state of emergency effective immediately. And heed the warnings, folks. Lockdowns in place and mandates imposed. Because the town said residents should stay home and off the roads for their safety or else. And they said driving through floodwaters can cause damage to life and property, and violators may be issued citations. So that sounds like a soft lockdown to me. What do you guys think? Local law enforcement and local government telling people to shelter in place again. And if you remember back when DeSantis declared a state of emergency for almost half of the state of Florida, where 33 of the state's 67 counties were placed under the order, a preemptive and precautionary move, a warning, just ahead of another blow to the Florida homeowners insurance market. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis declared a state of emergency for 33 counties in response to Tropical Depression 10 that was forming off of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. This declaration, made out of caution, covered nearly half of Florida. Tropical Depression 10 was, at the time, expected to strengthen into Tropical Storm Idalia and approach Florida's Gulf Coast. And DeSantis urged residents to prepare, emphasizing the importance of having a hurricane supply kit and a plan. And I just want to remind you all of the seriousness behind these warnings, and to also make sure folks who live in the areas prone to dangerous weather and are ready and prepared. Remember, knowledge is the best prep, and second to that will be a hurricane supply kit and a plan. Do you have a hurricane supply kit? Now, yesterday we talked about bug out bags, but we mustn't only prepare for just one major disaster or catastrophe. So do me a favor, let me know if you're in a hurricane prone area and would like to know what's best to include in a hurricane supply kit, or perhaps if you aren't in a financial position to get prepared and would like to have one gifted to you, or if you would be interested in paying it forward for another family in need. Now, Ron's executive order and others like it notes the possibility of a tropical storm or hurricane hitting Florida's Gulf Coast with risks of heavy rain, strong winds, and isolated tornadic activity. And at a time when Florida is still recovering from Hurricane Ian, which struck less than a year ago as a Category 4 hurricane, causing significant damage and 144 deaths. The state's preparedness is crucial, especially in the context of extreme weather events across the country, including power outages in the Midwest and widespread heat alerts. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, has also broken a heat record this year, and I can only imagine what 2024 will be like. It's probably only going to get worse. So heed the warnings, folks. And I know that he isn't the most popular or a wildly liked person right now, but New York City mayor issues travel advisory over expected heavy rains and flooding.
How this rain condition that we are experiencing is something that we cannot take lightly, and we have not taken lightly.
And New York City Mayor Eric Adams issued a travel advisory ahead of heavy rains that were expected and flooding that may still occur through Monday. Man, it's going to be a travesty for all the migrants sleeping on the streets and in the subways. But Adams said, hey, New Yorkers, it's nice out today, but don't let it fool you. We're going to have some heavy rain and winds on Sunday and into Monday.
If you are at work or school, shelter in place.
And it may impact our commute. city agencies are working hard to be prepared. We're coordinating, but we need you to do your part because we have flooding on the coastal areas in Jamaica Bay. And the New York City Mayor Eric Adams had teased with the idea of lockdowns and urged residents to stay indoors.
If you are home, stay home.
All through last night, and to be cautious if they must travel, anticipating delays due to severe weather. And he advised New Yorkers to do the job of the city's sanitation department for them and to clear catch basins to prevent water blockage and to secure items and that could be blown away by strong winds.
But it's also a time for community. Check on neighbors, do whatever is possible to unclog drain areas to allow the water to flow freely. You would be surprised how if we remove leaves and other trash from those areas, it will really assist in getting water off our streets.
Those living in flood-prone areas were encouraged to take proactive measures for their homes, and the National Weather Service forecasted up to 4 inches of rain in New York from late Sunday night into Monday morning, with urban areas particularly at risk of flash flooding due to poor drainage. Wind gusts are expected to reach 30 to 40 miles per hour, with potential gusts up to 60 miles per hour along the coast, posing threats to trees and power lines. Mayor Adams, on the platform X, formerly known as Twitter, reminded New Yorkers to stay alert, keep checking weather forecasts, and be prepared. He also mentioned the availability of signing up for alerts and guidance on navigating the storm. But I got to tell you guys, you couldn't pay me to live in a place like New York City right now. And this advisory follows a recent history of extreme weather in the New York City area, just like the unbelievable weather incident 3 months ago where over 4 inches of rain fell in just 3 hours, leading to significant flooding, disruption of subway services and flights, and extensive basement flooding too. Stay safe, folks, and stay ready. If you don't have a weather radio, then now might be a good time to get one. Now, I feel like it will be an invaluable survival tool to have included in your arsenal on top of staying topped off and stocked up in case the government tells you to stay in your home, shelter in place, and don't come outside or else you will be treated like a criminal and receive a citation or worse. This is exactly what they want. And I don't want to see anything happen to any of you. So please give this video a like and share it. Share this video with as many people as you know. Subscribe to, just takes a second. And thank you for watching. Stay close for more updates and valuable, informative, and educational content and videos designed to help people across the country and around the world. Take care and God bless.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake friends gon' pop.